The Tampa Bay Buccaneers held a workout at their facility on December 13th. There were a couple of notable names on this workout list that I wanted to talk about in this video today. Now, the full list is per Aaron Wilson on Twitter, by the way. So you have Dominique Daphne, Azur Kamara, Elijah Ponder, former Tampa Bay Buccaneer, Hamilcar Rashid, talked about him in a separate video, Wyatt Ray, Nathan Rourke, Kian Schaefer Baker, and Aaron Shampglin. Now, a lot of these guys, they are getting workouts in with a handful of teams looking to latch onto an NFL team. Wish them nothing but the best in whatever endeavors they may have, be it with the NFL, maybe some other league somewhere down the line, whatever it may be. But two names that popped off to me. Number one, Elijah Ponder, former Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Yes, the Bucs did go ahead and sign Hamilcar Shaheed, but maybe Elijah Ponder has some type of future with the team as well, maybe on a futures contract. I know the Bucs have liked him in the past, but the name I imagine everybody's going to want to talk about is quarterback Nathan Rourke. Who is Nathan Rourke? I hear a few of you asking. Well, firstly, Nathan Rourke is a very, very interesting quarterback. He has already met with a few teams in the NFL, including the Indianapolis Colts, the Denver Broncos, the Las Vegas Raiders. I believe he might have met with the Kansas City Chiefs, and possibly even a couple of more teams. And people may be saying, well, what? Was he an undrafted quarterback? What's going on here? Well, yes, he was technically an undrafted quarterback after the 2021 NFL draft, but he is actually a Canadian Football League quarterback. Let me explain. So, Nathan Rourke was born in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. We got a Canadian quarterback on our hands, folks. He is 6'1", 210 pounds, and he actually went to college at Ohio, where he played in 3 years from 2017 to 2019, 60 touchdowns and 20 interceptions to go along with 7,457 passing yards. He's only 24 years old, will be 25 on May 24th. Now, after going undrafted in the NFL draft in 2021, he did sign a 3-year contract with the BC Nittany Lions. And in 2021, he didn't necessarily play. He only started 2 games, threw for 754 yards, 3 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Nothing crazy from Nathan Rourke. But 2022 is where things really started to pop off for Rourke. He started 9 games, playing in a total of 10, threw for 3,349 passing yards, 25 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. He did make the playoffs that year, was eliminated by the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in the Western Final. However, the caveat here, the important thing to note here, is that he won the Canadian Football League's Most Outstanding Canadian Award. This man is a Canadian Award winner, folks. And that, along with his most recent season in 2022, is what has a lot of teams intrigued. And overall, he also did put up some pretty decent numbers at Ohio. One important thing to note as well, in terms of rushing yards, Nathan Rourke, 907 rushing yards in 2017, 860 in 2018, and 867 in 2019 for a grand total of 2,034 rushing yards and 49 rushing touchdowns in his college career. He also had a grand total of 415 rushing yards and 12 rushing touchdowns in his 2 years in the Canadian Football League. So that's why teams are really interested in Nathan Rourke here. The man can not only throw, but can certainly run with the football in his hands as well. He is kind of that mold of what you want to see in possibly a developmental quarterback who can run and throw the football as well. So I don't know if anything is going to come out of Nathan Rourke visiting with all these teams and working out with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's always a possibility, but it is interesting that the Buccaneers were one of those teams to say, hey, let's take a look at this guy, because right now you see a lot of teams like the Denver Broncos, which, hey, say whatever you want about Russell Wilson, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a developmental quarterback behind him in case things don't work out. The Indianapolis Colts, who, quite frankly, they don't have any option at quarterback besides Sam Ellinger, who I think is absolutely great. That's just me being biased. And the Las Vegas Raiders, who their future is a little bit of murkiness regarding Derek Carr and what they want to do with him in the future. So the Bucs, do they kind of fit that same vein? Tom Brady, what's going to happen to him after this season? Are you going to roll out Kyle Trask? Do you trust Kyle Trask still? Those are some of the questions that are bubbling right now with the Bucs working out kind of a little bit of a hot shot guy in Nathan Rourke definitely raises a little bit more questions as to what the Buccaneers game plan may be after this season, and that moving forward in terms of who they may want to see and grow and develop at that quarterback position, as well as what may happen to Tom Brady after the season. But folks, let me know your thoughts and opinions about these workouts. I would love to hear them. Personally, I would love Nathan Rourke on the Buccaneers practice squad. I think that'd be kind of cool. Have a nice young quarterback, 24, 25. I know maybe a little bit old for some people, but for me, the guy's already gotten some pretty decently professional experience playing in the CFL for 2 years. It is a little bit of a drop off, obviously, from the NFL, or some may say a significant drop off, but you got to remember there's a lot of former NFL players playing in the CFL as well. So it is still some very healthy competition. So yeah, maybe Nathan Rourke will get a chance in the NFL, possibly with the Bucs, who did work him out recently. Also, wish nothing but the best for all the other players that worked out for the Bucs as well. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see y'all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.